Shout out to J&J.
So I just want to send a shout out to J&J Sports for having me once again.
This is, episodes, man. You guys got a real good thing going on.
Next, a Bulgarian soccer team recently put out an apology because before their recent match, they decided to hold a minute of silence for one of their team players who actually isn't dead.
Isn't dead?
Yeah, I found this on the Mirror website, and it's Bulgarian soccer club. Brought everybody around to mourn one of their former players, and then they find out, oh, he's still alive.
I know that's so embarrassing, you guys. I mean, and this incident is probably how many incidents were
this has happened a few other times for a few other European soccer teams, but I mean, I've never heard of this happening in any pro sport.
Right?
What do you think about this?
I think it's kind of crazy. I feel like if it was in the United States, somebody would be in like big trouble. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's just a lot. I know it's a lot that comes with that, so it's like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Arda Karzali, I think he's the team manager for Bulgaria, paused to hold a somber moment, and this was a moment of mourning for Petko Ganchev. And this was before their match against Levski Sofia.
Yeah.
So they both had everybody line up in the center circle and bow their heads, and they, held a minute of silence in the player's honor.
So when the player found out, like, that they thought he was dead, like, how did he react to it? Was he
pretty much like, hey, no, I'm not, I'm still here.
He wasn't like upset or anything. It was just like,
and it sounds like even beforehand they held like a small ceremony and went all out, pretty much.
That's crazy. Oh well, at least your players care about you. Yeah.
Before the end of the game, the team manager had posted to social media about the mistake and put out a statement of apology. And it said the management of PFC Arda would like to express its deepest apologies to the team's former footballer, Petko Ganchev, and his loved ones, after the club received incorrect info regarding his death.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the apology?
It's good that he made it public because you did the morning thing public. Yeah, I mean, people make mistakes. I don't beat the guy up forever about it. It was a mistake, you know what I mean? But I'm pretty definitely have your facts together. That's all. That's it.
Yeah, the game took place at the artist side, so in the Bulgarian club, and the outcome of the game was a draw.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, did this moment of silence, did that affect the game or change it any?
It could have, because you got everybody in this kind of sad a little state a little bit. So, that could have been. It's like it's some movies where it's like, okay, this person, they could break the record for the winning touchdown, this and that, and they stop and take a knee for a moment for something. You know what I mean? So it was like one of those type of moments.
And put everybody in a certain psychological state.
Yeah.
And yet, as you had asked, this has happened before. In 2009, it was Bishop Auckland held a moment of silence to honor the former captain, Tommy Ferrer. And actually, while this was all going on, the guy's wife, Jackson's wife, or Ferrer's wife, Gladys, called up and said, he's going to be back in a minute. He only left to go get a paper.
Right.
Which is pretty funny.
Oh, man, yeah.
So it seems like
that one was a little less tense. I feel like that one, yeah.
And it seems like it's a good thing she was watching on TV.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
See what?
Absolutely.
So I guess people can't even go out to get a paper anymore without having
to think they're dead. Yeah, it's crazy.
And then it happened again in 2018. It was Ballybrack FC said that one of their senior league players, Fernando Nuno Lafuente, had been killed in a motorcycle accident. And this postponed the team's game, and they held a minute of silence before all the other leagues' games.
So did they have the accident, or was it just fake news?
But he had actually just moved from Dublin to Galway. It was a job move. So he moved,
Yeah.
because of his employer.
So where did they get the motorcycle accident from?
I guess he was a biker, maybe.
Okay.
I mean,
That might
I
have-
don't know why else they would throw a
motorcycle in there.
situation.
You guys let us know in the comments. Is he a motorcycler? Because why would they say,
Yeah, they had called the incident a gross error of judgment, and I think that's a pretty big understatement.
Yeah.
Which one of these do you think is the most ridiculous?
I'm gonna have to say the motorcycle one. I'm gonna have to say the last one because it's like that one is just that came out of the sky for sure.
They're not only saying that he died, but they're giving the way that he died.
The way the story
thought
is like, yeah, that's great.
And I didn't hear about throughout my research. I mean, maybe this has happened here in the States in pro sports, but why is this happening in Europe?
Right. I don't know. You know what I mean? I know, it's crime and stuff everywhere. It's a lot of stuff in different cities and continents, but you wouldn't expect it out there, That's I mean, at least that's what I think.
I'm also kind of curious, if something like this did happen here in the United States, which sport do you think it would probably take place?
That is a good. So out there is soccer. Out here it'll probably be. I can see football. I can see baseball.
Baseball, I can see too. Because there's so many people on the team.
Just making up stuff and I think those two.
Yeah, I agree.
Even and this one is way even NASCAR. You guys, I feel like a little bit crazy accident. This and that. Something, and you just go with it. You know what I mean? And y'all have a big ceremony on the racetrack and all of this unnecessary stuff. So.
This must be something that happens really quickly too, because it's like maybe they heard a rumor or something, and all of a sudden they scramble and say we have to do something.
But my thing is, people should call the person to make sure are they family, because these are athletes, major athletes. So it's like, wouldn't you want to know for sure?
Well, yeah, you could even invite their family to the stadium to mourn,
to verify, hey, is this? What's really going on?
Be part of the ceremony of honoring the person.
Because you don't want to look crazy on national television, just saying, thinking this and
Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, if it happened here, it would be a social media nightmare.
Oh,
yeah. People going
oh,
on.
yeah. They would be, whoever made it up, they'll be killing them in the comments, you guys. You guys are ruthless in the comment section. They'll be killing them for sure.
But y'all, please let us know what you think about that. And have you ever heard of this happening in the States?
Yes, please let us know because we'll definitely cover it.
And then up next, so this one.
J&J Sports.
Coming to y'all live in 2025.